idea was to go to college. When I got back, I was a head coach in my first year as a head coach. I was assistant coach, but that's my first year as a head coach. The year before, I was assistant coach at John R. Leonard baseball, and we went to state. And the next year, we were #1 in the state, and then the guy retired, and I became the coach. We go back, but my first year as a head coach, there were no rules. Nobody told me what to do, and there was no book to read. And I lost 20 pounds. I went from 186 pounds to 166 pounds in doing all that other stuff. No one told me the 3 feet between assistant coach and head coach was that far. And so with that, I said, I wish I had a guide. So I wrote a book, on that. And that book is available if you all want to get that, but I think it's important. Into some of the things that could really help you. I think this is very good for the head coaches. Wish your assistant coaches was here because they're the ones who really need it. Today, I'm here for compliance from an admin's point of view. Okay, 27 years in the business. I've been 16 years as an administrator. Been a coach, as you all. I don't know how many of you have been principals, but again, I've been to 8 schools, 5 high schools. I'm what you call a turnaround principal. So when there's issues, they send me to the school. I've been to Leonard, Boynton, Dwyer, Lake Worth, Lakes, the 6 high schools if you want to count it. Discipline-wise, John F. Kennedy, and then Jeff Davis and Roosevelt. But the question is, who is really in charge? That's the question. Okay, when you're talking about what you're doing for a living as a head coach, and don't be fooled. People remember 2 people. Students remember 2 people at your school, the principal and the head football coach. They can tell you what they drove, everything of that nature. So there are 4 horses that run high school. And obviously one of them is athletics, okay? This is the principal's list. This is what we do, okay? And that, again, that doesn't change. And again, it talks about implementing policies, athletics, programs in school, and of course, complies with the lines of authority. Because we have bosses also. So when we take a look at that, there's a quote, Coach Hester, who's a very good friend of mine, he's played for Al Davis. He said, "Just win, baby." Well, obviously I would play on words here. One thing is compliance, all right? Guys, these young girls that come around you, you gotta be careful. They're cheerleaders, they like winning just like anyone else does, but do not get caught up, because what happens is they don't always remain girls or young ladies. And then you get that in your program, and not just you, but obviously if your assistant coaches get involved with that, because they are an extension of you. So here are all of the articles I pulled up last night. I mean, my computer started smoking about issues with coaches and dealing with young ladies, or boys, I guess, in this day and age. So with that, try to stay focused on it. Then obviously the emphasis on money. The coaches, you all, I know when I was coaching, I did the math. I'm a former math teacher. I made 19 cents an hour. That's probably less now, what you all do, the hours that you put in. All right. So, but with everything that's out there, and high school athletics, my budget is about, for high school, is $18 million. That's on average. That's what Lake Worth High School is. So some a little, Park Business, $26 million. That's a lot of money that flows through high schools. But athletics, my athletic program put about $5 million through its programs. A lot of money that changes hand. Okay, with that. Before I got into education, I worked for the Internal Revenue Service. So it's important that you understand. This guy didn't make it any better, with what's going on with money flowing through your hands. But this guy's paid for play. You got to be careful with how that goes. And again, I just pulled up the articles, and just about coaches that got in trouble with as far as money is concerned. Kind of rushing through this. This PowerPoint is available to you with there. Parents, what administrators need from you? Real simple. Guidelines. I need to know what you have in place so I can support what you. Now, don't tell me you don't have anything in place. When I have 19 parents, because you cut them from the team, and then the number one thing that coaches say is they cut themselves. Oh, coach, you're the head coach. What happened? Did you have a guideline? Did you have anything in place? Did you have an off-season workout? I mean, what was it? Did they not follow that? Let's get them on policy. Because what they want to get you on is what is called the 3 Ps. That's in that booklet that I wrote. 1, they want to get you on professionalism. 2, which is 80%, they want to get you on protocol. 3, they want to make it personal. Okay, so and they're willing to go to lawsuits. Like I said, when I was Dwyer, I met with both parents. One was a surgeon, the other one was a lawyer. It's about their son not getting playing time, or got kicked off the team or removed. But we need some type of guideline that you have in place so we can support you. So parents, they're after the game. I can't even watch the football game. I can't make it to my car because someone wants to meet me at the car. You're in the locker room talking to your players, but some administrators out there dealing with your parents. Don't set me up. I know when I was a coach, I didn't set my principal up. You know, so if I said, what is, ma'am, sir, were you at his parent meeting? Did you get his handbook? You know, I saw the sign-in sheet, because you got a sign-in sheet, and you signed for it. No, well, you need to go back and read the rule book. What does he say about if you miss so many practices, they're not playing Friday night? You know, so give us something, some type of manifesto, okay? Here's the ultimate question again. How is hired, fired, how does that go in place? There's something that I have with all my coaches. And there are 6 things, you know, and again, being a former mathematician and working with IRS, I'm very regimented in what I need to do. Coach, try to take the human factor out. Give me codex, specifications. So here are the 6 things that I have. And 3 of them you must keep to keep your job. 1 means staying in the black. So that's pretty much how it goes. And if